Wow, what a weekend it's been. How did Novak Djokovic go yesterday? What a legend. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about mortgage prisons. It's actually a term and it's happening. And we're going to talk about why Billy looks like he just had a fight. Stay tuned. Novak Djokovic.
A winner. He's back.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What emotion.
Was he up till midnight, 1 o'clock playing? What time did it end?
Oh, I think it was about 11:30 from memory.
Okay.
But oh my God, like what an incredible player. I think I know people are starting to toss it around. I think best tennis player of all time in the history of the world.
So has he come back and taken Federer's Grand Slam title?
Well, he won another one last night. He's just, he obviously was knocked out last year, lost his ranking in the world. So that took him back to number one in the world. And then it's just given him a bucket-load of trophies. But what an incredible person. Very emotional last night. If anyone didn't watch it, it was, I've never seen him like that. He said it was the best win he's ever had in his life.
Did you feel proud?
Yeah. From one Serb to another Serb.
Michael Silic was a proud Serbian last night.
Yeah, no, he smashed it.
How good. Yeah, the reason I look all red hot and flustered is because I've just been in a fight. Training fight.
Wow. You've been grappling?
Yeah. Nothing better than starting your Monday morning with a bit of controlled violence. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because you came on screen, I was like, whoa. But that you're actually you're wrestling or you're punching?
Yeah, we've got wraps, gloves, like bags and stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. But when you came on,
Billy,
my haircut. Mum did my haircut. So anyway, there you go.
Nah, looking good. So Billy, we all learnt something this week when we had our mortgage broker Zach coming in talking to the team, and you wanted to bring it on screen this morning because it's a foreign term to you and me.
Yeah, we got introduced to the term mortgage prison. Mortgage sounds bad enough as it is. Prison also sounds bad enough as it is. When you put them together, it kind of got me a little bit worried. And the worst part about it is you can fall into this mortgage prison without even knowing it. You've done nothing wrong. You can be in prison. So I thought, important to bring it on and have a chat about it, and then how you can try and escape.
How to not accidentally fall into mortgage prison, and how to get out of mortgage prison. We're briefly going to talk about today because it's a topic that it's embarrassing. I don't think that you're going to bring it up and say it's happening to me. It's happened to me. Sometimes help me. It's sort of you sort of just deal with it in your own ways. And to hear this term tossed around, it's like, of course this happens, and what can you do about it?
So first of all, what is a mortgage prison? Well, a mortgage prison really is not being able to refinance. And so what's happening at the moment, after 8-9 consecutive rate rises, people are finding themselves not on the sharpest rate possible. In theory, being able to traditionally transition your lending into another bank with another bank and refinance for a sharper rate has been quite popular recently. But if your property is decreased in value and you can't afford to do that, then you're finding yourself in a tricky situation.
Yeah, so I guess you can be stuck in prison with not being able to refinance due to capital, the value of the property. You can be stuck in prison not having the cash flow because the rates have moved. So your assessment with a 3% buffer will used to be 5 or 6%. Now your assessment could be 8 or 9%. The way they're assessing your repayment capacity. It's interesting. I have loans with superannuation, and I'm probably in a bit of mortgage prison there. I've got a loan of about, I think it's 200,000, and it's starting to get really high in interest rates, which I never sort of realised that happened with superannuation.
Right.
And it's sort of a relatively low amount. Whereas, like, is it worth refinancing it? And you're sort of looking at that. So a lot of people are on that cusp at the moment. And I think it's nice, Billy, to put it out there that people aren't alone in that. It is happening out there. So I think some people could feel a little bit like sort of separated out. Like, is this only happening to me?
Yeah, 100%. The worst part is not talking about it, and not sharing it with your accountant or things like that can try and help move things around, and talking to people like mortgage brokers who have got some creative ideas, so it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, and I think with these mortgage prisons that we're talking about this morning, it's sort of, if you've sort of, people are forced to love the one that they're with because they can't go to another bank because they can't get that finance. So I think it sort of comes down to cash flow. Either you sell the asset purely because you're in mortgage prison and you need to get out, or you cash flow out of it where you just increase your earnings, save more, which can be save more money, or getting a second or third job or something, or renting the property out, until the point that your cash flow starts looking really good that you can go to another bank. It's interesting, man. It's a sensitive topic.
It is. I've heard people. I was reading people that are looking to refinance. The equity in their property is not where it needs to be. Obviously, the property values come off, maybe since the time they bought. And then if they're going to a new bank, the new bank's saying, yes, we can do it for you, but you're going to need to pay lender's mortgage insurance. And so that's where people are getting stuck out.
It's happening, guys. It's happening. Now that's the show for mortgage prisons, and it's there. Billy, what's happening this week with you?
This week, well, I know we're not allowed to talk about the weather. We don't like talking about the weather at Novak, but can't pick it at the moment. The plan of attack is to certainly try and get out on the streets a little bit more. I want to try and get some DLs to the local neighbourhood. Appointments. DLs
still work. DLs still work for real estate.
Hell yeah, they do.
It's worth the investment.
I think so. We've got a lot of property on at the moment. Some great properties.
A lot of people out there this weekend again.
Yeah, big time. I think open home numbers have built week on week, probably for the last 2 months, back to back. Sort of that December, January has really exploded compared to last year.
So what's happening out there? There's definitely a bucket load more people with the ambition of buying. Obviously, like, if our open house numbers have gone from 5 people through to 25, 35 people through, I don't like to admit this, but I'm not seeing that transaction side of it come through though. I am seeing slightly better prices than November last year. But even though there's 5 times 6 times more people coming through the open house, there's certainly not 5 to 6 times more sales happening in the market, or that it hasn't dramatically improved pricing. So at the moment, they're just shopping. It seems they're not buying, which you'd expect.
Correct. I would say you've still got your handful of buyers, your serious handful of buyers that you were dealing with like late last year. Now you've got maybe an extra, 1 or 2 in the mix. When you're comparing to the whole open home, and then there's a lot of kind of shoppers or bystanders. But it doesn't hurt to have them through. It builds the competition, and at some point they're going to be buying as well. So trying to help them where possible, it's good. Great
solid
vendor.
It's I think, but again, it's coming back to that the dollars and cents of things. Billy, when do you reckon the market's going to start going up again? The question on everyone's lips. What are you hearing? Because you're talking you're hearing the team talk. You're talking to buyers. You're talking to sellers. When do you reckon the market's coming back?
It's so hard to say when it's going to go back up. Although I definitely don't feel it's coming back down any further. I think we really have reached level playing field now, and we've actually heard, what's interesting is I've heard less people saying I'm waiting. It's more I'm still trying to get like my finance together. So it's less conversation of coming through open homes, like these bystanders or the shoppers that we're talking to. Before, all the shoppers were saying I'm still waiting for the market to come down. Now they're saying, I'm not quite ready to buy, but I'm looking seriously in the next few weeks or something like that. So there's more of that conversation, which is good. Not
about properties, more about funding. Geez, all roads are leading to funding by the sounds of it.
I think it's a lot harder than it's ever been in the last couple of years to get finance.
I wonder if that sort of adversely affects the banks and brokers and stuff when there's lesser harder transactions out there. It must be hard in that funding world.
Yeah, it must be. Well, we were talking to a mortgage broker earlier in the week, and he was saying, his days never been busier with refinancing. So I think there's a lot of movement at the moment.
Clean up. Well, buddy, have a great week.
You too. What have you got on
this week? List. That's my mission for this week. So be talking to everyone in the new year about bringing their property on. Just getting back to appraisals that I've done over the last probably quarter. Just having a good old chat with everyone.
That's in a real estate agent's week. There you go.
Get their properties on the market.
See you later.
Okay, mate. Take care. See ya. Bye.